Davenport, Dave, old pal. We're going to be watching some Game Show Network, where it's all play, all day.
From Hollywood, it's everybody's game of strategy, knowledge, and fun. It's Tic-Tac-Toe. And now, here's our host, Wink Martindale.
Hello, everybody. Thank you, Jay Stewart. Thank you. Thank you so much. Delighted to have you with us here in the audience. Thank you for joining us at home for another edition of Tic-Tac-Toe. And as you know, our big winner is still with us, so let's meet him right now.
Our current champion, whose winnings total in cash and prizes $310,000, is a pilot in the Navy. Meet Lieutenant Thom McKee's. And his opponent is a special events manager who enjoys tennis, sewing, and playing games. Meet Gloria Moore.
I tell you, that is gorgeous, just lovely. Ladies, isn't that a beautiful outfit? Yeah, lavender, isn't it?
Can I tell you I made it?
Did you make it yourself?
Yes.
Are you a seamstress? You do a lot of sewing?
For fun.
You make all your clothes?
About 90%.
See, how nice of you. Hubby, you have some family in the audience. I want to show these lovely ladies. Now, would you do the introductions for us, starting with the lady in the blouse there? The
Okay, the
colorful
multicolored one is my daughter, Carrie.
Hi, Carrie.
And she's going to be 16. And next to her is our daughter, Kathleen. And she's going to be 13. And Kathy would really rather be called Kathy. And my husband, Larry. I don't think he'd want me to tell you.
Somebody said, how old is he? No, no way. We're not getting in that big of trouble now. Okay, all three of you say, good luck, Mom.
Good luck, Mom.
All right. Gloria, welcome back. Nice to have you with us. Lieutenant Thom McKee, did you two shake hands?
Oh, yes, definitely.
All right. I got to kiss her on the cheek.
So did I.
Did you really? All right. You have won $310,000 in cash and prizes. Have you not won something that's in your mind up here that you would like to win? You have won so many different prizes. Forget the cash, but all of the goodies and the trips. And is there anything in your mind that we haven't thought of that you might like to win somewhere down the road if you continue as our champion?
Well, I tell you, Wink, I can't think of it all.
Can't think of a thing, huh? Isn't that a nice position to be in, folks? Let's see, can't think of it. Hey, good luck to you both. Let's get this game underway again. All right, here we go. Last show, game winner up when time ran out. These were the categories we were dealing with. Our show was built around numero uno, famous sites, animals, foreign stars, initials, Jims and James, presidents, secret category. That can be any category at all, and a correct answer doubles the pot. And, of course, plain talk was also on the board. This is what the board looked like when we had to end our proceedings last time. 3 X's for Tom, 3 O's for Gloria. In the pot, $1,400. 3 boxes remaining as we shuffle. And Tom begins.
Wink, let's try initials in the top center.
Initials it is. Tom, here's the question. The IBM Corporation is one of the world's largest manufacturers of electronic office machines. The M stands for machines. What does IB stand for?
International business.
Correct. International Business Machines, IBM. Put an X there. Another $200 into the pot, now worth $1,600. We're down to 2 boxes now. The categories in them will decide what happens to you in this game. Let's move them around. Gloria, we see presidents, we see Jims and James. What's your pleasure?
The Jims and James to block.
All right, bottom center for a block. Gloria, if you indeed block him, we will also have a tie game.
Okay.
Here is the question. After becoming a star with such hit songs as Bad, Bad Leroy Brown and You Don't Mess Around with Jim, this singer lost his life in a tragic 1973 plane crash. For a tie game, what's his name?
Croce.
Right, Jim Croce, tie game. So an O goes there in Jims and James. We add another $200 to the pot, taking it to $1,800. And that's where we'll begin, with that pot and 9 new categories. Back in a moment with the second game between Tom and Gloria.
Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Each time a champion defeats 5 opponents, he gets something very special, or she gets something very special. Tom's won 8 of these. Jay, what is it we're talking about?
For the driving pleasure, it's a brand new car.
You knew that, didn't you, Tom, huh? He's got 8 of them. Gloria trying to win her first. Right now, she's trying to win the championship. Let's get back to our new game with $1,800 in the pot. Gloria, Tom, the subjects are potluck pictures, famous pairs, foods, basketball, funny ladies, men of ideas, travel, anatomy, and one-word titles. Lieutenant McKee.
Let's try funny ladies in the center, Wink.
Worth $300 to the pot. Tom, I'll describe two funny ladies who became popular in television series of the 70s. You name them.
Okay.
1. Name the funny lady who played Archie Bunker's daughter Gloria on the series All in the Family. Secondly, name the funny lady who played the title role in the series Maude. I'll give you a few seconds to think. Category funny ladies. First, name the funny lady who played Archie Bunker's daughter Gloria on the series All in the Family.
Struthers.
Right, Sally Struthers. To complete the answer, name the funny lady who played the title role in the series Maude.
Arthur.
Yes, B. Arthur. Beatrice Arthur. Putting that to the center box, $300 in the pot. And we shuffle the categories around again. $2,100, Gloria.
One-word titles down in the lower corner.
All righty, here's the question in that category. The 1980 film Brubaker tells of a reform-minded warden in a southern prison and stars one of Hollywood's biggest names in the title role. Who plays Brubaker?
Redford.
Yes, Robert Redford. Put it over there. Let's shuffle. $2,300 in the pot, Tom.
Wink, let's try travel in the right center.
All right, question. The Salzburg Music Festival, which is one of this country's most famous tourist attractions, is held annually to commemorate its native son, Wolfgang Mozart. Name the country.
Austria.
Yes. For Austria in travel. Put it up there. Let's shuffle again. $2,500 in the pot, Gloria.
Basketball to block.
For a block, answer this on basketball. The accurate shooting ability of this basketball superstar, who now plays for the Boston Celtics, has earned him the nickname Pistol Pete. For a block, name him, Gloria.
I don't know.
Want to take a guess?
No.
Pistol Pete Maravich. Maravich. $2,500 in the pot as we shuffle once again and move back to Thom McKee.
Wink, I'm going to try one-word titles for the win.
All right, he's going to try to do it with one-word titles. And by do it, I mean win the game, pick up $2,700 in cash. When we add that to your prior winnings, Tom, your new total would then come to $312,700. Here's the question on the subject one-word titles. This 1978 blockbuster movie starred Christopher Reeve in the title role of a hero with incredible powers. For tic-tac-toe and $312,700, name this film's one-word title.
Superman.
You're right. It's ironic this man, Thom McKee, has turned out to be somewhat of a Superman in his own right, as far as tic-tac-toe is concerned, far surpassing any of our champions in the past, and also in the, at the same time has become the game show world's all-time money winner. $312,700 now in cash and merchandise, Tom, as you move on to the big bonus game and try to beat the dragon again shortly. Gloria, you have a beautiful family. Wish you could have stayed around a little longer. We had, I kind of envisioned the way things were going, a bunch of tie games between you two before it finally came down to a winner or a loser. But Gloria, for your tie, we have $250 for you. And thank you so much for being with us on Tic-Tac.
Thank you.
Gloria Moore, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Tom, let's try to beat the dragon again. Come on over. Let's see what happens. Lovely lady. That's right. She just didn't really have an idea for an answer on that. And if you don't know the subject of basketball very well, and very few ladies do, we've seen as contestants here, why, you're kind of behind before you get a hit. Behind these numbers are various amounts of money, a tick, a tack, and the dragon. Reach $1,000 or more, Tom, or get the tick and the tack, as you know, and you'll win the prize package. Now, regarding this package, Tom, Tic-Tac-Dough will come to the aid of your next party by providing some of the entertainment. Jay?
First, Tom, when your VIPs begin to RSVP, you won't miss a call with this complete phone answering machine. The call jotter stays by the phone for you as a remote phone answering service automatically answers and takes messages. Receive your messages remotely from anywhere in the world. Your home is near as the nearest phone booth. And next, turn your party into pulsating music and spectacular lights with this combination, light show and stereo. Sound design, a complete stereo system with multicolored lights that flash to the beat of the music, new from Sound Design. Then, for a party surprise, entertain your guests with movies shown on this new projector. The UMIG RS3000 sound projector with built-in 15-inch screen or used for wall projection. The UMIG RS3000, the projector of tomorrow, today. And finally, Tom, we have for you the ultimate party game. It's a brand new pool table. The Wellington model from Golden West Billiards of North Hollywood. A regulation slate table complete with a deluxe accessory package for your playing enjoyment. And Tom, this party package is worth, in cash and prizes, over $4,000.
A lot of money wrapped up in this prize package. You pretty good pool shark?
No.
Not a shark, but like to play pool.
Bill's shaking his head, no.
No way. I've beaten him many times. Avoid the dragon or you lose everything. Get the tick and the tack, and you automatically get the dough. Let's shuffle them all around, cover them up, and we're going to start. And I would think that you're going to go back to your wife out there. Am I right or wrong? All right, Jenny.
Number 7.
With one a couple of times ago in this game. This time back to her old faithful number 7. Is it good for her? $400 worth of good. All right, Tom.
Jackie wants number 9.
It's $600 on the board. Number 9. What's behind big 9 to add to 4? Is it a number of money? Yeah, well, not. Almost as good as money. Cat, add it to tick. You got to win or 600.
3.
Number 3, top right. Need $600 or tick. Do we have an automatic win behind 3? 150 to go with 4. You got 550. Need $450 more.
Number 1.
All right, tick. Number 1. Got all the corners. Do we have a win behind number 1? $300. Almost, but not quite. $850. Need $150 a tick.
I go.
What are you laughing at?
I don't know what Jenny keeps going like this. I don't know what that means.
Jenny keeps changing those numbers. What do you want to do?
I guess I'll go with number 5 since that's what Jenny put up.
All right, Jenny going to go with number 5. And Bill held up number 5. You need $150 a tick. Either one will do it. Do we have it with number 5? No. Dragon showed up in the center. Let's look at the rest of the numbers. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? It was tick right down there behind number 8. That should have been the number for you.
Yeah.
Let me give you a total, though. This will kind of do it for you. I mean, there's nothing... Regardless of whether you got beat by the dragon or not, you still have something nobody's going to take away because it's all yours. $312,700 as our champion, and the right to keep going should you lose. We'll be back in a moment with our next game.
Now you can get this AM/FM mini boombox radio free for trying Allstate Motor Club with
719.
Some of our departing contestants will receive some of the following from Hearts Mountain. Gifts for your dog or cat, including the Hearts 2-in-1 Plus collar. Kills ticks and fleas up to 5 months. Also, gee, your hair smells terrific. The fragrant shampoo and conditioner for shiny, clean, super fresh, manageable hair. Original or sunny fresh fragrance. Plus, Florette's the breath deodorant. Helps your mouth's own freshening power eliminate bad breath. Costs more, but it's worth it. Florette's the breath deodorant. Also, DuPont Gas Booster helps pave the way to better mileage. Read the facts wherever you buy Gas Booster.
Tom was just talking. He said just as well he didn't win the pool table, didn't have any place to put it. Tom, at your point, you could build a pool room. you come up with a place to put that pool table. Right now, we're going to come up with a new contestant for you in the form of this person. Jay?
He's a computer systems analyst who spent 3 years traveling around the world. Meet Eric Treppeline.
Welcome, Eric, to Tic-Tac-Toe. You're standing next to a guy who's going to be doing a lot of traveling in various parts of the world with all the trips he's won. Tell me about some of your travels, Eric.
Well, my favorite country, I think, would be Kenya, where I spent about 6 months. I have a friend of mine who does balloon flights over one of the game parks, so I got a chance to go up and see the tops of a lot of animals. Oh, and I spent 4 months living in a tent next to the Indian Ocean, watching sunrises that you wouldn't believe.
You live a most unusual life, a most interesting life. What's the most unusual place you ever visited?
Probably the Sahara. Something I'd always wanted to do was cross the desert, and I did it twice. And it's 3.5 million miles of next to nothing, and you can hear your own heartbeat. It's so silent.
Well, things should be considerably livelier around here.
I hope so.
More lively. All right, let's take a look at the board. Eric, Tom, here they are. The subjects for you in this game are Spirit of 76, television stars, foreign authors, dropouts, Japan, numbers, comic strips, world lit, and famous lovers. Tom?
Why don't we try Japan in the center, Wing?
All right, for $300 to the pot. Although the total area of Japan is smaller than that of Montana, there are 8 Japanese cities with populations over 1 million. I want you to name 2 of them, Tom. Here's your extra time to think. Tom, for that center box, total area of Japan is smaller than that of Montana, but there are 8 Japanese cities with populations over 1 million. Name 2 of them to put an X in the center.
One would be Tokyo.
Right.
And how about Yokosuka?
I'm sorry, I think you got in time, but I'm not sure about your answer. What did you say?
I said Yokosuka.
Yokosuka?
That's not an acceptable answer, Wing.
No, I'm sorry, that's not one of them. Nagoya, Osaka, Kyoto, Kobe, Yokohama, Sapporo, just a few of the ones that would have been acceptable. So, center's still up there, and let's shuffle the categories around. No money in the pot. See if Eric can do something about that.
I'll try foreign authors in the center, please.
In the center, foreign authors for $300 to the pot. Eric, I'll give you some classic novels by 2 famous European authors. You name the authors. Old Curiosity Shop and Pickwick Papers. 2, Les Miserables and The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Here's your extra time. Talking about classic novels by 2 famous European authors. You name the authors. Old Curiosity Shop and Pickwick Papers.
Charles Dickens.
Correct. Les Miserables and The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Victor Hugo.
Right. Good for that center box. We put an O there. Usually an X goes there. Eric does something about that, and an O goes there in that center box for $300 as we shuffle the categories around. Tom?
Wink, I hate to do it, but I'm going to try Japan again in the lower left.
Ah, pressing his luck. Japan. Tom, try it this time. The legislative body which makes Japan's laws consists of 2 houses, the House of Representatives and the House of Councilors. What is this law-making body called?
The Diet.
Yes, that's right. Second time in Japan, comes up good. Put an X there. And let's move the categories around. $500 in the pot.
I'll try foreign authors again, please. Left side.
All right, again in the category of foreign authors. Eric, a classic novel by French author Alexander Dumas tells of a mysterious count from an island off the Italian coast. Name the island.
Monte Cristo.
Yes, the novel is The Count of Monte Cristo. Put an O there. Let's shuffle again and put $200 more in the pot. Tom?
Oh, boy, it's not my favorite, but I got to go with world literature to block.
Tom, you're on the defensive for a change.
That's true, Wink, I am.
Different posture for you. World literature. You're trying to block Eric. Here's the question for a block. This famous novel, which was written by Civil War hero Lew Wallace, tells the story of a young Hebrew slave who is adopted by a Roman admiral. The book also features a climactic chariot race. For a block, name it.
Ben-Hur.
Yes! X in world literature, good for a block of Eric, and another $200 in the pot. Let's move the categories on the board. Eric?
I will try world lit in the lower right, please.
Question on world literature is this, Eric. In a classic romantic novel written by Alexander Dumas, a count named Edmond Dantes is wrongly condemned to life imprisonment. Name this classic novel.
Devil's Island.
Would you believe The Count of Monte Cristo?
I couldn't believe it.
The Count of Monte Cristo. $900 in the pot as we shuffle the categories again. Tom.
Wink, I'll take numbers in the lower right.
Question on numbers is this, Tom. Listen carefully. According to Washington Irving's famous classic, how many years did Rip Van Winkle sleep?
Oh, geez. 20?
Was that in time?
No, I'm sorry, it was not.
I'm sorry, the judge says you didn't get in time. It was 20 years. 20 years. Let's move the categories around. $900 in the pot as we shuffle. Eric?
I'll try TV stars in the lower right, please.
Lower right corner of the board, television stars. Here's the question. First, take a look at this picture, Eric. These are some of the members of a popular television family. Name the family.
The Waltons.
Right, the Walton family. So we're going to put an O there and add $200 to the pot. That takes it to $900 plus $2, $1,100. And at this critical moment, we take a pause. We'll be right back. Who will return?
The new Newlywed Game is up next on Game Show Network, followed by the new dating game and the $20,000 pyramid. Pass it on.
If you'd like information on how to be a contestant on Tic-Tac-Toe or to join us here in the studio audience, drop a postcard to Tic-Tac-Toe, Post Office Box 950, Los Angeles, California, 90048. That's Tic-Tac-Toe, P.O. Box 950, Los Angeles, California, 90048. Okay, Wink.
Thank you very much, Jay. I'd just like for you to take a look at the board, everybody. With $1,100 in the pot, we still have 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes remaining. And obviously, this game could go either way. It could go to this gentleman, Eric, or Tom could still pull it out. Tom, I got to admit, though, and I think you will, too, that in 45 days as a contestant on Tic-Tac-Toe, he's really got you on the run this time.
True.
And to you, sir, you are doing what we haven't seen done on this show in quite a while. You really got him on the defensive. That's got to make you feel kind of good.
Yeah, well, after having missed that Monte Cristo quest, I feel like I've been given a reprieve by the governor.
Hey, we'll wish you good luck on the next show, and of course, the same to you, Tom. Thank you for being with us, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you next time with more of Tic-Tac-Toe. Bye-bye.
Some of our contestants will receive some of the following: Deep Woods Off, the insect repellent that protects against extra tough mosquitoes and biting flies. Also, Raid, house and garden bug killer. It kills bugs dead indoors and outdoors, yet won't harm most plants or shrubs. Plus, Liquid Shout with the triple-powered jet that concentrates power, penetrates deep. The tough stain out, unleash the power, and shout it out. Also, Starkist tuna in natural spring water. It's the only tuna packed in natural spring water. Great taste, great for your waist. Starkist tuna. Plus, make someone happy with Super Moist. Putting in the mix makes it unbelievably moist. Other cakes may be moist, but they're not super moist.
Tic-Tac-Toe is a Jack Berry and Dan Enright production.
Feel the calming
Portable electric heater is more than just beautiful. You can enjoy safe, quiet, naturally convected heat anywhere in your home from Slant Fin. So register now to play any of our interactive games. Call 1-800-537-GAME. It's fast, it's fun, it's free. Just register once and you can play forever on Game Show Network.
You want 3 good reasons to watch Game Show Network? Okay. You got your bells, you got your buzzers, and you got your whistles. Well, it's a symphony of F-U-N fun. Woohoo! All play, all day.
He is Thom McKee, our current champion, whose winnings now total in cash and prizes $312,700. He is Tom's current challenger. They are in the middle of a game, and Tom's battling to save his championship. Will he succeed? We'll soon find out as from Hollywood, it's everybody's game of strategy, knowledge, and fun. It's Tic-Tac-Toe. And now, here's our host, Wink Martindale.
Great work. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you. Well, welcome to our show. And really an exciting show these days with our current champion, over $300,000 in cash and prizes. Let's meet him right now.
Our current champion, whose winnings total in cash and prizes $312,700, is a pilot in the Navy. Meet Lieutenant Thom McKee. And his opponent is a computer system licensed analyst who spent 3 years traveling around the world. Meet Eric Kreppeline.
Just saying to Eric as he walked out here, and also to Tom, it's going to be an interesting match as we continue, and I know that you're kind of anxious to get this thing underway.
Looking forward to the end of it.
We've kept you waiting long enough, Eric, so we'll move right along. Lieutenant Thom McKee with $312,700 in cash and merchandise may have met his match. However, are you nervous about this particular game, this particular show as we start, Tom?
No, not really. Not as much as what's going to happen is going to happen.
In other words, perhaps you were even more nervous the first time you ever came out here.
Much more.
Well, let's see what happens as we get this game underway once again. You'll remember last show the game was interrupted and time ran out. We had to stop. These are the categories for the questions. Our questions were built around Spirit of 76, television stars, foreign authors, dropouts, Japan, numbers, comic strips, world literature, and famous lovers. Here's what the board looked like when we ended the last show. 3 O's for Eric, 2 X's on the board for Tom. In the pot, $1,100 at this point. Now, as we begin, first, we shuffle. 4 boxes left. We see foreign authors, dropouts, numbers, in Japan. Tom, as our champion, you select first.
Not my favorite wink, but I have to go with foreign authors in the top left of the block.
All right, foreign authors is the subject. Tom, if you answer this question correctly, you will have a diagonal block of Eric. And here is the question in that category. The English author Charles Dodgson wrote the books Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass under a famous pen name. For a block, what was it?
Lewis Carroll.
Yes, for a block. So an X goes in the box, famous authors. We add another $200 to the pot. It's now worth $1,300. Gentlemen, there are 3 boxes left. As you can see, the categories in those boxes can decide who wins and who loses. Let's move them around. TV stars, foreign authors, and world literature. Eric?
It's not my favorite either, but I'll try TV stars, please.
Television stars in the top center of the board. And Eric, here is your question. First, take a look at this picture, please. In a popular series, this actor portrays a spaceman whose far-out adventures take place in the 25th century. Name this actor's television role.
Buck Rogers.
Yes, that is correct. The actor, by the way, is Gil Gerard as Buck Rogers. Put an O in the box, TV stars. Add another $200 to the pot. That takes us up to $1,500. We're down now to 2 boxes. The categories in them will decide what happens to you in this game. Let's shuffle.
Okay, let's try foreign authors in the bottom center wink.
Bottom center on foreign authors. Tom, if you answer this question correctly, we will have a tie game. Here's the question. This English novelist and social critic wrote about a totalitarian society in his classic novel, 1984, and satirized communism in his book, Animal Farm. For a tie game, name him.
Orwell.
Right, George Orwell for a tie game. Well, Tom, the way the game started, as you well know, had you missed the first question on the show, that would not have given you that diagonal block, and perhaps if Eric had answered the next question and gone for that position on the board, he would have become our new champion. However, you did pull it out. We have a tie situation between you two now. We have $1,700 in the pot, and shortly we'll show you 9 new categories and start all over again if our hearts will take it. We'll get back to our second game between these 2 phenomenal players in a moment.
In clinical studies, a leading pain...
Tic-tac-toe defeats 5 opponents. He wins a special prize. Tom has won 8 of them. And Jay Stewart's going to tell us what I'm talking about as if you didn't know.
For your driving pleasure, it's a brand new car.
All right, let's get back to the business at hand now with $1,700 in the pot. Here are 9 new categories for you two to select from. Take a letter, sleuths, maps of states, Dans and Dons, women in film, the 70s, strange facts, physics, and mythology. Tom, champion goes first, so select, please.
Let's try women in film in the center box, Wink.
In the center box, it's worth $300 to the pot, Tom, and as you know, you have some extra time to think about your answer. In the film classic, Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, 2 of Hollywood's top actresses play aging sisters who live in seclusion. Name the 2 actresses who starred in the film. Here's your extra time. Tom, I want the names of the 2 actresses who starred in the film Whatever Happened to Baby Jane.
Betty Davis was one.
That's correct.
And I don't know, Shirley Booth is the only guess I have. I don't know.
No, it's Joan Crawford. Betty Davis and Joan Crawford starred in Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. Still $1,700 in the pot. Let's move the categories around on the board. Eric?
I'll try take a letter in the center, please.
In the center box, take a letter. Again, it's a 2-parter. Eric, I'll give you some extra time for your answer. Your letter is H. H. I'll describe 2 musical instruments whose names begin with the letter H, and you name them. 1, this keyboard instrument was the forerunner of the piano. 2, this small reed instrument is sometimes referred to as a mouth organ. Think about that. Eric, the letter is H. First, this keyboard instrument was the forerunner of the piano.
That's a harpsichord.
That's right. To put an O in the center box, this small reed instrument is sometimes referred to as a mouth organ.
Harmonica.
Yes, that's it. Good for the center box. So an O goes in the center in the category Take a Letter. $300 goes into the pot. It's now worth $2,000 as we shuffle. And we're back to Lieutenant Thom McKee.
Wink, why don't we try the 70s in the lower right?
The 1970s. The subject question is this. In May of 1975, the troops of this Southeast Asian country captured the American merchant ship, the Mayaguez. The U.S. later mounted an unsuccessful rescue attempt. Name the country whose troops seized the Mayaguez.
Cambodia.
Right. Put an X in that box. An X goes there in the 70s, another $200 in the pot. Let's move the categories around with $2,200 to play with.
I'll try physics in the center bottom, please.
Bottom center on physics. Eric, when this French scientist and his wife discovered radium in 1898, it laid the foundation for future research and development in nuclear physics. Name this famous couple.
Curie.
Right. Marie and Pierre Curie. An O goes in that box, another $200 in the pot. Let's move the categories again. Tom.
Didn't do too well, but I'll have to go with women in film again in the top center.
All right, women in film. Try it again, Tom. Here is your question. Answer this correctly, and you'll block Eric vertically on the board. This beautiful actress has appeared in several films, including The Wind and the Lion and Getting Straight, and was nominated for an Oscar for her role in the movie Starting Over. For a block, name her. Candice Bergen. The late Edgar Bergen's daughter, Candice Bergen, fine actress. Still $2,400 in the pot as we shuffle the categories. And there they are, Eric.
After a lot of soul searching, I'll try the 70s top center.
Took a lot of time to think about it,
Yes, it did.
The 1970s. And Eric, for all of us, especially for Tom, the moment of truth is here. If you answer this question correctly, you will become our new champion on Tic-Tac-Dough, and you will have $2,600 to show for it. Here's the question. In February of 1974, heiress Patricia Hearst was kidnapped by a radical political group that was known by its 3 initials. For Tic-Tac-Dough, the championship, and $2,600, what are those 3 initials?
S-L-A.
You win! We have a new champion. Symbionese Liberation Army, SLA. Eric, our congratulations to you.
Thank you, Wink.
Quite an accomplishment. 3 big O's vertically on the board, and a new champion takes over. What perhaps could be another long reign. Who knows? Time will tell. You have $2,600 to show for your efforts, Eric, and you have accomplished what the other 43 challengers could not. It happened on day number 46 for Thom here on Tic-Tac-Toe. Well, Jenny, you joined him there and you gave him a big hug, and I don't blame you. You've got to be real proud of you,
Can't
hubby.
complain at all.
I hope not. Are you complaining?
No.
You played 88 games. You missed 32 questions all total out of 385. And you were on, as I mentioned, 46 shows. Ladies and gentlemen, that is quite an accomplishment, is it not? Of course, you're already in the Guinness Book of World Records, and you sort of set a hallmark for contestants to follow on this show and all other game shows, Thom. What is your reaction to all of this now? You have to have a few thoughts that perhaps are wheeling through your mind at this moment after becoming sort of a fixture on Tic-Tac-Toe.
Well, I tell you, Wink, I'd like to thank God and my parents for bringing me up the right way, and Jenny for coming up here and picking number 7 all the time to start the games out, and the Navy for allowing me to come. And I don't know, I told Eric when it was all over, I said, I feel more relief than anything else, because
the strain is something that kind of gets
there.
to you after a while.
It's there. It's kind of a relief to be done and know that's it.
No more trips to Los Angeles.
Yeah, no more trips to Los Angeles. I'd rather stay down in San Diego.
You had Los Angeles for a while, huh?
Oh, geez.
Well, Thom, you've been a marvelous contestant. Obviously, you have done what nobody else has ever been able to do on any game show, and that is win all this money and all of these prizes, and you've conducted yourself marvelously, and I'm sure that you've had a lot of fans at home watching Tic-Tac-Toe, as well as the audiences who have seen you do your thing here on our show. And to you and Jenny, you both celebrated recently your first wedding anniversary. May I wish you both the very best. Godspeed. Spend it wisely and well. And here's to years of happiness to you both.
Thank you very much, Wink.
We'll be back for our bonus game in just a moment. Thank you, Jay. First things first, Thom McKee was not hard to pronounce, but Eric, I want you to, give me the pronunciation of your last name. If you're going to be around here a while, I better learn this.
Well, the full pronunciation is Hans Erik Oskar Kreppelin, but it's Hans Kreppelin in English, or Eric Kreppelin I go by.
Would you mind if we just made that Tom Jones or
That's
Bill?
That's fine.
Hey, Eric,
Just make
again,
the check out
congratulations. During that break, he said, gee, it's a nice feeling to be over here in this position. X-rated position. That means championship. Eric, let's see if you can beat the dragon. First time. Here we go. X-rated, so to speak. Trying to shoot right around here. There we go. Surely you've seen this board before. First time you've been this close to it, though, Eric. Behind the numbers are various amounts of money, a tick, a tack, and a dragon. It was always there somewhere. Reach $1,000 or more, or get the tick and the tack, and you'll win a prize package. Now, you've had the good fortune to become our new champion on Tic-Tac-Toe, and once again, Lady Luck is smiling, and Jay Stewart's going to tell us what she's smiling about.
Well, first, Eric, pack up all your good luck charms in this beautiful new luggage. Gateway Luggage, a collection of totes, Pullmans, and carry-on luggage in smart designer styles for today's carry-on style of air travel, furnished by Canny Marketing Services. Then rub your rabbit's foot and try your luck in the casinos of Las Vegas. Yes, we'll fly you to Las Vegas, Nevada's largest city, with its large, luxurious gambling casinos, busy nightlife, elaborate shows that attract visitors from all parts of the world. And you'll enjoy a round-trip flying holiday for two via Western Airlines to Las Vegas, America's favorite playground. Western offers more flights daily to Las Vegas than any other airline. Western Airlines, the only way to fly. And while there, you'll have an exciting 7-day vacation at the Frontier Hotel in Las Vegas, where you'll enjoy fine dining, name entertainment in the music hall showroom, furnished by the Frontier Hotel in Las Vegas. And finally, Eric, you've heard of the luck of the Irish. Well, you'll be lucky enough to discover it for yourself when we send you to Ireland. Yes, you'll enjoy a fascinating 9-day tour of the Emerald Isle. In this historical land of lakes and greenery, you'll enjoy the charm of Dublin's fair city, Blarney Castle, the lakes of Killarney, the panoramic ring of Kerry, and Galway Bay. This Irish vacation is furnished by CIE Tours International. And Eric, this lucky package is worth in cash and prizes over $3,650.
Win this package, Eric. Remember, avoid the dragon, you lose everything. Get the tick in the tack, you automatically get the dough. Let's shuffle them around, cover them up, and start calling out numbers.
Well, I'd like to get the first number from my sister, who has been calling me up every night with questions.
All right, who do you have in the audience besides your sister?
Well, I have my parents, my sister, her 2 children, my niece's boyfriend, and a friend of my nephew.
You got the whole second row, I think.
That's
there,
right.
Huh? She's really been putting you through it, huh?
Every night I get this phone call. She's asked me every question that's been on Tic-Tac-Toe and the Joker's Well, and she makes up questions at work.
All right, what number does she want you to take?
2.
Number 2, all right. Little Deuce, top center on the board. What do we find? For Eric behind number 2, good number? 400, yeah. I'll take that, won't you?
Yeah, sure.
Who's next, Eric?
Karen.
Karen. 6. Number 6? All right, right over here. Middle center on the board on the far right side. To go with $400, what do we find? Tick. Add it to tack, and you know what that means.
Number 4.
Number 4, okay. Behind number 3, before number 5 in the center. Number 4, what do you have? 600 attack. You got it. Hello. Lady Luck smiling on you, no doubt. He's traveled all over the world, but he says never been to Ireland. How does that happen to be?
Well, I was in England and Scotland, but it just never turned out that we got to Ireland.
You didn't get to call out a number either. Where do you think the dragon was located?
Number 5.
Number 5, no doubt in your mind?
No doubt.
Let's look behind number 5, just to see, just for the fun of it. $300. Where was the dragon? Let's take a look. 1, 3, 7, 8, 9. Somebody said 8. Nobody said 1. What do you think? At least I didn't hear anybody say 1. Well, you are perhaps on your way to a winning streak. We're going to find out now. I will remind you that your winnings, including this package and your trip to Ireland, comes to a total not a bad beginning, $6,250 in cash and merchandise. Again, congratulations. You get over there, Eric, meet new player. All right, Jay Stewart, who's next?
From Manchester, Massachusetts, he's a computer systems analyst whose favorite pastime is playing golf. Meet Charles McCarthy.
Charlie McCarthy. Wouldn't you just know it? You look so much different sitting on Edgar Bergen's knee in those great days.
Oh, wink. I've heard that before.
Guess I'm the one that looks more like a dummy right now. Tell me about your golf game, Charles. You pretty good?
No, but I play 2 or 3 times a week, and I've played in Europe at some of the courses like St. Andrews.
Sounds like you are one who takes golf pretty seriously.
I like golf, but I think it brings out the worst in people.
I used to have a regular game I played of golf with a friend, and would you play with someone who sneakily moved a ball?
No, I don't think so.
Neither would my friend. So we never play golf anymore, but occasionally, on rare occasions. We'll find out if we have time to play our game in just a moment.
Followed by the new dating game and the $20,000 pyramid. Pass it on.
Got to say once again, Thom McKee was a marvelous champion, over $312,000 in cash and prizes, and I think very honestly that I had a tendency from time to time to lose sight of the fact that that young man was only 25 years of age, and usually, you know, knowledge is gained through years of being around on this earth. 25 years old, and that's not to minimize what you have been able to do, Eric. I want to congratulate you, and I want to wish you well, and Charlie, we'll see you first thing. I promise you, if you'll come back on the next show, we'll get a game underway.
Okay, great.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Please be with us for the next edition of Tic-Tac-Toe. Bye-bye.
Some of our departing contestants will receive some of the following: the Raid Wasp and Hornet Killer. It kills wasps and hornets in their nests from up to 12 feet away. Also, Deep Woods Off, the insect repellent that protects against extra tough mosquitoes and biting flies. Plus, Pledge gives your furniture a clean, clear, more beautiful shine. Try Pledge, brings out the beauty every time you dust. Also, introducing Popsicle's new Good and Puddin'. Real honest-to-goodness pudding frozen on a stick. The only pudding in the world that's Popsicle, too. Plus, liquid soaps from Gojo, the soap rich, lathering, and moisturizing. And Top Soap with extra cleaning power to tackle the dirtiest hands.
show is a Jack Berry and Dan Enright production.
Look at the channel setting on your television. Okay.